Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of GenAI Vlog. So in previous episodes, we talked about something really exciting, right? We talked about Model Context Protocol, or also known as MCP. On a high level, we cover both the client side and the server side of MCP. So you can build smarter and more importantly, modular AI systems, right? So you can integrate it with custom data, custom solutions, custom Python functions, things like that. So in this episode, we're gonna dive deeper and we're gonna build yet another server that supports MCP. And in this case, we're going to be using Perplexity Sonar API to give us the access of the earnings, the financials from Security Exchange Commission, or SEC for short. So with that being said, now let's dive into the code. This is the code and what the script look like. Right now, we have a couple of setup in the beginning. Right in the beginning, we have the MCP as a server, it's a fast MCP server. Essentially, it's a micro server that allows the function to be callable. Right. Of course, the API key that's here. The main function is going to be this SEC market summary. But this actually has a helper function called Sonar SEC Search, which actually is an API call directly to Perplexity AI chat completion. So previously we talked about the tutorial of Perplexity Sonar client. This URL is what we're talking about, right? There's a header, there's a payload, and specifically the search mode you want to instantiate as SEC. So this way it knows which database it's pulling information from. So with that being said, on the right, I actually have this up and running. Let me cancel this and then I'll run it again just to show you guys that this actually need to be up and running, right? So uv run perplexity sec.py, you hit enter, it will execute this entire script. And then one small detail to mention is that this function that you are actually using need to be decorated using mcp.tool. And that is really all, right? So that's all for the server. The server is up and running. It's callable. Now we are ready. Uh, on top of the Claude desktop, which we're going to show you in just a minute, here we actually need to make sure that the Perplexity SEC has a schema to tell the client this is where the Python script is, and this is the directory. So this small snippet of dictionary will allow you to do just that. So once you have that, you can edit that in the configuration file for the Claude desktop client, and you are good to go. So now let me go to the desktop client, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So this is what the client look like, and let me open a new chat. On the bottom, you can click in the tools, and here you see Perplexity SEC. Also, this is what we're talking about, right? SEC market summary, that is the custom Python function that we just defined. So now you can talk to it. You can say, use Perplexity SEC to find Amazon earnings. I think I have a couple of typos here, but I think overall it's okay. Let me fix that for us. And we hit enter, and it will automatically recognize that here we need to call a tool, right? And then the tool is the Perplexity. And then here we have the request body, right? That's the prompt, that's the body. We need that to make that API call. And then we're going to physically invoke the tool. We're going to get some response back. And then we're going to enhance the output, especially the latest information, right? Here we're talking about July 31st. That's quite new, right? It's actually telling us, hey, there's an event going on July 31st. Let's get ready for that. Okay. So all that's ready, all that's here. And to show you guys that this is indeed a tool calling, right? It's not the Claude LLM, right? So there's a drop down. We go in there. You can see that this response actually used that Python script behind the scene and it got the response back, right? Amazon reported its latest quarterly results for second quarter of 2025, right? That's what we're talking about. And then there are a couple of things that's highlighted and you can read about it, things like that. I think there's citations, right? Bracket one, there's citations, things like that. So that's it. You get the idea, right? The gist here is you can feel empowered to essentially define any customized Python function that's hooked up with any kind of API for your server. So that client can call it, client can invoke it, and you can really just enrich your user experience by a lot according to this kind of formality, right? That's why model context protocol is powerful. That's why people like it. I personally had a lot of fun doing this myself, and overall, just a really positive experience. So that's really it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, you guys like it. Hopefully, this episode sheds some light of how do you build yet another example of custom server for your model context protocol client. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.